I heard that my dad is in critical condition. So we need to go to the hospital right now. Also, we are going to start living together from next week.
Huh. There's a lot of information here. What do you mean? What do you mean by critical condition? Is he okay?
I'm not sure, but I think he might pass away soon. I didn't expect something like this to happen suddenly.
Yeah, it's a shock for both of us, isn't it?
What's the shock?
Isn't your father-in-law in critical condition? Isn't that a shock?
Why should I be shocked? Actually, it's a surprise of joy. My father is a company owner, and he definitely has a significant inheritance hidden away. But he's cheap, so he doesn't give us much. My mother and I couldn't use it very well.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? You're already talking about inheritance when your real father is in critical condition?
I just confirmed it with my mother over the phone. He's in critical condition, and he'll probably be bedridden in the future. It's going to be tough for my mother with this situation. And we can't afford to spend money on nursing staff. It's the wife's job to take care of her father-in-law. I married into a rich family, so it's only natural.
You call it a rich family, but I work too. We're splitting the living expenses equally, aren't we?
So what? I'm the son of a company president, you know? I have a bright future ahead of me, and you're lucky to have married me. Since you married me, it's your responsibility to take care of your father-in-law willingly.
Did you just suddenly decide to live together like that? Are you trying to dump all the troublesome stuff on me?
What are you talking about? It's my father we're talking about here.
Then why don't you take care of him yourself?
I have a job to do, and it's impossible for me to do both.
What do you mean by job and such? I'm the one doing all the household chores here. Don't you have more free time than me?
Well, you should quit your job and devote yourself to my family. I have a much brighter future than you.
What are you saying? That's too selfish. What about my wishes?
You don't have any say in it. You're just a woman I married. My mother also thinks that it's fine this way, so it's settled.
I appreciate the trust you have in your mother. But you're completely ignoring my feelings. For now, I need some time to think about it. First, let's go to the hospital.
We're going on a hot spring trip. So you'll take care of the caregiving, okay?
What? Are you leaving us behind? What about your father-in-law?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
You're the one taking care of him, so make sure you do a good job. His condition has stabilized since he became critically ill. But we don't know when he'll pass away. Make sure to report if anything happens, okay?
Going on a hot spring trip with your mother-in-law. Is it okay to do something like that when your father-in-law is in critical condition? And you haven't even come back in the past few days. What are you doing and where are you?
It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It's none of your business.
You're just pushing all the difficult things onto your wife. And only agreed to live together because you want to get the inheritance. You don't even have any intention to take care of him or to worry about him.
Honestly, that's true. As long as I get the inheritance, it's all good. Let me know when he passes away.
Did your mother-in-law agree to this too? Leaving her sick husband behind and going on a trip is just terrible.
Of course, my mother agrees. She even came up with the idea for the trip. We'll be away for a few days, so take care of your father-in-law properly. Make sure to report his condition, okay? But we don't need to hear if he's feeling better or not. We don't want to hear about that.
Stop it already. You're both the worst. I'm so disappointed in you. I never expected you to be this terrible.
I don't care about your expectations. As long as I get the inheritance, it's all good. We're going to have a blast at the hot springs. Have fun taking care of the old man at home. Well, it's not like we'll be in trouble if you don't take care of him. But if something happens, it's your responsibility, so be careful.
I've had enough.
But you don't have anywhere else to go. You should be grateful that you were able to marry someone like me who has a promising future. You, as my wife, should take care of my father who is in critical condition on your own. My mother and I are going on a trip. If my father passes away, we'll just inherit his wealth.
Critical condition? Who are you talking about?
Huh?
You thought that way? I was already suspicious about you and your mother talking behind my back. I can't believe it turned out like this. Don't you feel sorry for Laura? Typical of you.
Can you even type on your phone? Wasn't he in critical condition?
While you and your mother were causing trouble for Laura, I miraculously recovered. I realized how foolish I was to trust my son and wife.
Wait a minute, that's not it. Everything I said earlier was what Laura told me to say during our argument. It was all a misunderstanding. Really?
I don't think it's a misunderstanding at all. I understand your true nature completely. I've decided to rewrite my will, and all the inheritance will be given to my daughter-in-law Laura.
What? What are you talking about? Laura has nothing to do with this, right?
She had to take care of me, didn't she?
But it's only been a week. Why are you suddenly talking about this? We were supposed to receive the inheritance, right?
I have no intention of giving any inheritance to my son and daughter-in-law, who I hope won't be around when I die. I intended to leave the business to my second son Adrian, but...
What? What are you talking about?
You have no business sense, and you only got your current position through my name and connections. But I heard that you're not doing any work and just sitting around being pompous.
That's not true. Who told you that? It's a misunderstanding.
Even though you married a good wife like Laura, you...
What are you talking about? Please forgive me. Wait, are you Laura? Is this all you're doing?
I just wanted your father to be able to talk to me, and now he can.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's why I've been telling you everything. This time, I've finally reached my limit with you, so I told him everything. It serves you right.
Are you kidding me? Do you even know what you've done? You strangled your own husband. This happened because of you, so it's only natural. Stop our father! Listen to what your husband says.
You're the one who's throwing a tantrum here, but I'm also extremely angry.
Wait a minute, why are you angry too?
Of course I am. It's disgusting that you planned a trip with your mother while your father is in critical condition. I have evidence of your infidelity, and I've given it to my father.
Infidelity? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
I was thinking of divorce for a while now, but this is the perfect timing. I should thank you for revealing your true, despicable self.
What? You were thinking of divorce? What's wrong with marrying the son of the company's president?
Your disgusting personality became more and more evident. Your father is even paying for the divorce lawyer's fees.
What? He's supporting you that much. Why?
No matter how much you ask why, it won't change anything. From now on, we'll hire professional caregivers for your father-in-law without skimping on expenses. If there's anything else we need to do, I'll help out. But I'm divorcing you.
You pushed us into such a difficult situation, and now you're talking about divorce? Isn't that too much?
I'm leaving this house, but don't come back to our house either.
Wasn't the contract terminated?
I left it as it is, because I was planning on divorcing you. But I've already changed the locks, so don't try to come in. I'll sue you for trespassing.
Are you serious about the divorce? If I divorce you, I won't be able to get the inheritance. Let's figure out a way to get the inheritance.
Your father-in-law already anticipated that you might do that, so he's preparing countermeasures.
What kind of countermeasures?
You might divorce me just to get the inheritance, so he's hiring the strongest lawyer to handle it.
You're already preparing for that?
And he's also saying that he'll divorce your mother. He seems to have known about her affair, too. She brought her lover to the house when your father was already bedridden. You two are despicable.
My mother did that?
She was working for your father's company, so she'll probably lose her job too. Isn't your life over?
Laura, wait. I never thought it would come to this. Let's help each other out. I can't live without you.
Oh, really? I can live without you.
Are you abandoning me so easily?
You brought this on yourself. Crying and begging for help now is just pathetic and useless. Well then, have a luxurious hot spring trip with your father. When you come back here, hell awaits you. In the end, Laura teamed up with her father-in-law and completely repelled the despicable mom-child duo. Patrick cried and begged for forgiveness, but Laura already divorced him and completely ignored him. Her father-in-law's health recovered and they talked about the inheritance. Patrick's mother was divorced and kicked out of the house. And Patrick lost his job and savings, forcing him to live in poverty. He's paying alimony to his mother and living in a rundown apartment. His mother was shocked and started showing signs of dementia. They brought it on themselves, so there's nothing to be done. When you come back here, hell awaits you.